This is Gary Atencia with CNTV. Today we're in Littleton, Colorado. We're at the Garlic Knot. For close to 11 years here, I'm in the original location. Keith, who is the owner and founder, creating some great superior pies for people out there, pasta, and the infamous Garlic Knot. First of all, Keith, what got you involved, your family, in this type of business?
Growing up in New York, worked in a lot of restaurants. It's kind of a traditional job for young kids growing up in a city with so much culture and so many restaurants. It was a good opportunity. My partners started this location 10 or 11 years ago and asked me to get involved almost 10 years ago.
Wonderful. Let me ask you, what goes into perfecting this great recipes and sauce?
What we make is very much a traditional New York style pizza, pasta, garlic knots, really good ingredients, great cheeses, really good sauces, handmade, hand-tossed dough.
The whole 9 yards. So the secret is in the sauce. Obviously, it's that premium cheese that you guys put on that puts that taste all together. Do you mix the cheeses? You have one cheese. How's that work?
We buy mozzarella cheese by the block, and we use 3 different types of cheeses, which we grate fresh daily.
You got hand-tossed dough. It's actually done here. The stretching process, does that actually put some taste in there? Where'd that come from?
There's a couple of ways to do it. Obviously, there are easier ways with machines that press the dough for you. Hand tossing and hand stretching the dough is a traditional New York way of making pizza. That's what we do. We feel like you can make a crispier pizza. The quality of the product is a lot nicer.
Excellent. The last thing is the toppings you put on there. You guys have a wide array of toppings. What are some of the most popular?
Everybody loves pepperoni. We use a great sausage that we get from Polidori, which is a local company. A lot of fresh vegetables, mushrooms, different types of cheeses, pretty much everything that you would want to put on a pizza.
The consistency comes from these stone deck cookings. You got the bacon going on with stone decked. Is that where a lot of the taste comes in?
Absolutely. The only way to make a pizza is to bake it on a stone deck at a very high temperature. Some places use other methods. In New York, nothing else would be acceptable, and that's exactly what the Garlic Knot does.
It's the pizza that brings these folks in here, but quite honestly, what keeps them coming back and creates that cult following is that Garlic Knot. Tell me about this. What are they?
Guys in New York started making garlic knots with dough that was left over from pizzas and other things that they made. So they were cutting different items, and then they'd had this leftover dough, and what they would do is they would take the leftover dough, cut it into strips, tie them into knots, put butter and garlic on them, and bake them. Quite frankly, they're delicious. People love them, and we sell tons and tons and tons of them.
It's a great starter at any meal, or a great side to any meal there. So you guys also have different starters, other appetizers, everything from wings to mozzarella sticks. Is that correct?
That is correct. We make buffalo wings. We get a buffalo sauce, which is made in Buffalo, New York, where buffalo wings were originated. Do mozzarella sticks, garlic knots, obviously, a bunch of different types of fresh salads. We offer quite a few different appetizers.
Wonderful. One of the big deals is the calzones, which is like a double the taste of a pizza there. You put it together. Is that a popular item?
Calzones are very popular. We do a calzone that starts with 3 cheeses. That's a basic 3-cheese calzone. And then you can pretty much put any of the pizza toppings in the calzone that you might like.
You've got a pasta there, which comes with a garlic knot on the side, right?
Correct. We do a chef special pasta, which is a pink cream sauce, which is very delicious. We do baked ziti's. We do traditional spaghetti meatball, spaghetti sausage.
Folks, if you take a look at the bottom of the screen right there, you're going to see their website right there. You can check out the website, click on the menu, take a look at all the different toppings and everything they've got to offer out here. Keep in mind that this is a place that people are droving to because they love those garlic knots. And quite honestly, I read some of the testimonials out there, and you can check those out as well. You're going to see why people keep flocking in. Obviously, once they got their tummies full, they got a great meal in front of them, you guys don't stop there. You give them a little dessert to send them on their way.
Correct. We have a make-your-own ice cream sundae bar, and we also do Cinnaknots, which is kind of the same premise as the garlic knot, except obviously no garlic. We put cinnamon and sugar and icing to dip them in. Very delicious.
Speaking of the ice cream, is this a pretty kid-friendly environment?
Oh, yeah. You know, the culture that we try to develop here is one where families are comfortable coming from the soccer field with the kids with dirt on their cleats. There's always kids running around. We do tons of team parties, lots of fundraisers, heavily involved in community fundraising projects.
Obviously a family environment that you guys provide here. How important is it giving back to the community?
You know, we're very heavily involved in fundraising. One of the fundraising events that sticks out in my mind that we're involved in is the September 11th stair climb at Red Rocks, which we started with West Metro Fire a few years ago. I think the first couple of years were 200 people, 300 people, now we're up to 3,000 people. It's an event where people come out, we go 9 times around the amphitheater. A lot of the proceeds from the event go right back to the Fallen Firefighters Association. The event that we did actually kept open the counseling to firemen from September 11th for an additional year, just last year's event. So it's a really cool event. It's open to the public, and that's on the morning of September 11th.
Wonderful. Keith, let me ask you, each location is a little bit different, but you've got dine-in as well as delivery, is that correct?
That is correct. We have a few different models. A couple of them are a little bit smaller locations that offer quick service, pickup, delivery, lunch, and then we have full service models where we offer dine-in, delivery, pickup. Most of our locations offer beer and wine. We deal with a couple of local companies for beer, a couple of local wineries. That's the gamut of our offers.
What a great environment. Obviously, for somebody else who wants to get involved, are you offering the franchise locations throughout Denver?
This is the original location, and this is where we kind of developed all of the recipes and the systems over a course of, 6 or 8 years. In the last 3 years, we've opened up 5 franchises. We have a bunch more that are in the process, and we have a system that's making it very affordable for hardworking people who want to be in business for themselves. So yes, we are offering franchises.
Fantastic. I appreciate that. All right, folks, take a look again. The locations are right there on the screen for you. I'm sure there's one close by to you there. You can actually click on each one of them, check out their menus. You can also click on there and see what kind of coupons they're running for that particular week or month, and they'll take care of you. But remember, if you come on down here, I got to warn you, if you try one of those garlic knots, you're probably going to be swarming back in with the family, because that's what folks are doing. This is Gary Atencia with CNTV, and if you don't know, now you know.